I need to talk to you about avocados, because the way most of us are eating them is flat out wrong and in some cases genuinely dangerous. You see, this fruit has become the poster child for healthy eating, a creamy green symbol of wellness. We now consume billions of pounds of them every year, celebrated for their good fats, fiber and vitamins. But here's the dangerous paradox. For every person benefiting from this fruit, there are many others who, with the best intentions, are turning this superfood into a personal health liability. It's a classic case of a good thing being misunderstood. Social media has turned the avocado into a must-have, but it forgot to include the instruction manual. I've spent over a decade analyzing the science behind our food, and the avocado is a perfect lesson in how a healthy choice without knowledge can backfire. Today, we're not just talking about avocados, we're talking about fixing the 6 most common and potentially hazardous mistakes people make. These are the blind spots that peer-reviewed science has uncovered. Before we get into it, if you're ready to finally understand how to use this food to your advantage, hit that like button. And tell me in the comments, how do you usually eat your avocados? Now, let's correct these mistakes, starting with one that involves a toxin you've likely never heard of. Let's tackle the first mistake, thinking natural means harmless. Inside every part of the avocado plant, there is a built-in defense mechanism, a natural toxin called persin. Think of it as the plant's personal security system. While the ripe flesh we eat has the lowest amount, it's still there, and it sends a critical warning about safety. Persin is an oil-soluble compound designed to protect the plant. The leaves, bark, and seed have the highest levels, but it is present in the flesh. Now, this is where it gets serious. A study in a toxicology journal showed that when avocado extract was put in a petri dish with human white blood cells, it caused damage to their DNA, the very blueprint of the cell. Now, don't panic, this was in a lab, not a person. Our liver is brilliant at breaking down compounds like this, but it does raise a red flag about what heavy long-term consumption might do. The risk becomes clearer when you see what persin does to animals. For birds, it can be fatal, causing heart failure and breathing difficulty. In larger animals like horses, it can cause severe inflammation and heart problems. While humans are more resilient, our individual tolerance isn't universal. If your liver function is compromised, your risk is higher. The bottom line is this: never eat the leaves, bark, or seed. If you eat avocados daily, consider giving your body a break, maybe a cycle of 5 days on, 2 days off, and listen to your body. If you notice persistent fatigue, digestive issues, or skin problems, it could be a sign to pull back. On to mistake number 2, the healthy fat overdose. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings about avocados. Yes, they're healthy, but they are also incredibly high in calories. A single large avocado can have over 320 calories. For people trying to be healthy, this creates a deceptive trap. The research on this is clear, but often misinterpreted. Studies, like a major one in the Journal of the American Heart Association, show that eating 1 avocado a day for 6 months didn't cause weight gain. But here's the fine print: they missed the context. The problem isn't the avocado itself, it's how we add it. People don't use it as a substitute for other fats, they use it as an addition to an already complete meal. That half avocado on your salad, that's an extra 160 calories. The one on your toast, another 160. Toss one in a smoothie, and you've just added 250 calories without thinking. It adds up fast, potentially an extra 500 calories a day. A proper serving size is about 1/3 of a medium avocado, around 50 grams, which is a manageable 80–100 calories. Most people eat the whole thing. The solution: think of avocado as you would butter or oil, a fat source to be used deliberately. For 1 week, measure your intake. Use it to replace another fat, don't just pile it on top. Mistake number 3, the case of mistaken identity. This is about a hidden connection that puts millions at risk for a serious allergic reaction, and they have no idea. It's called latex fruit syndrome. It's a scientifically confirmed condition where an allergy to latex means you can also be allergic to specific foods, and avocado is a primary offender. The reason this happens is both fascinating and concerning. It's a case of mistaken identity at a molecular level. About 30–50% of people with a latex allergy will react to certain foods. This is because proteins in latex look almost identical to proteins in foods like avocados. Your immune system can't tell the difference. It sees the avocado protein, thinks it's the latex threat, and launches an attack. Specifically, avocado has proteins that are structural twins to hevein, a major allergen in natural rubber latex. What makes this so treacherous is that many people have a low-grade latex sensitivity they're unaware of, often from occupational exposure. Think healthcare workers, cleaners, or restaurant staff. The reaction can start mildly with an itchy or tingling mouth, but it can escalate to a swollen throat, hives, a racing heart, and in the worst cases, threatening anaphylactic shock that requires an emergency room. When it comes to latex cross-reactivity, studies confirm avocados are at the top of the risk list. In one study, 53% of people with latex allergies tested positive for an antibody reaction to avocados. And mistake number 4, creating a kitchen contamination zone. This mistake sounds simple, but it's a major cause of foodborne illness that people rarely connect back to avocados. The journey of contamination starts on the farm. Avocados grow in warm climates perfect for bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli and Listeria. Their bumpy, textured skin is the perfect hiding spot for these pathogens. A critical study by food safety experts revealed the main danger point: the cutting process. When your knife slices through the skin, it acts like a taxi, picking up bacteria from the outside and delivering it directly into the creamy flesh you're about to eat. So even though you don't eat the skin, you are ingesting what was on it. The problem then multiplies. Once cut, the nutrient-rich, moist flesh of an avocado becomes a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. In the temperature danger zone between 40 and 140 degrees F, bacteria on a cut avocado can double every 20 minutes. And many of us leave cut avocados on the counter. Because of their mild taste and creamy texture, it's hard to tell when an avocado is bacterially contaminated. It won't always look, smell, or taste bad. The rules for safe handling are non-negotiable. Whole, unripe avocados are fine on the counter. Once ripe, move them to the fridge for up to a week. But once you cut it, it must be refrigerated in an airtight container immediately and eaten within 2 to 3 days max. And never ever leave a cut avocado out for more than an hour. Crucially, before you cut it, wash the whole avocado under running water for at least 30 seconds. Mistake number 5, the pharmaceutical collision. This is about dangerous, potentially fatal, interactions between avocados and common medications. It's a risk most doctors don't think to mention. Avocados are full of bioactive compounds, and the most serious collision is with blood thinners like warfarin, coumadin, and newer drugs. Avocados have a moderate amount of vitamin K, the nutrient that helps your blood clot. For someone on a blood thinner, their medication dose is carefully balanced against their usual vitamin K intake. If you suddenly start eating avocados every day, that extra vitamin K can work against the medication, raising your risk of a dangerous blood clot. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas, the medication, and the other on the brake, the vitamin K. The reverse is also true. If you stop eating them abruptly, your blood could become too thin, increasing bleeding risk. The interactions don't stop there. Avocados are packed with potassium more than a banana. If you're on certain blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or ARBs, a surge in potassium from avocados can lead to hypokalemia, dangerously high potassium levels in your blood. This can cause an irregular heartbeat or, in severe cases, cardiac arrest. For those with diabetes, the high fiber in avocados can slow down how your body absorbs oral medications, making them less effective. And while their healthy fats can improve insulin sensitivity, a good thing on its own, it can cause dangerously unpredictable blood sugar drops if you're on insulin. The rule is simple. If you are on any regular medication, talk to your doctor before making avocados a daily food. And the final mistake, number 6, the one-size-fits-all fallacy. This is the most personal and most ignored danger, assuming that your body will react to avocados the same way everyone else's does. The truth is, our responses are highly individual. Digestive problems from avocados are incredibly common. The high fiber content, about 13.5 grams in a whole one, can create a traffic jam in your digestive system if you're not used to it, causing bloating, gas, and cramping. Then there are FODMAPs. Avocados contain sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that is a major trigger for people with IBS or SIBO. Even a small amount can set off days of painful digestive upset. Histamine intolerance is another piece of the puzzle. As an avocado ripens, and especially if it becomes overripe, its histamine levels rise. For people sensitive to histamine, this can trigger headaches, skin rashes, and congestion. There's also oral allergy syndrome, where people with pollen allergies, especially to birch pollen, get an itchy mouth or throat from avocados. Underlying all of this are our genetics. We all have slight variations in the enzymes that process fats and plant compounds. This means a serving size that is perfectly fine for one person could cause problems for another. As we age, our digestion changes, and high-fat foods can become harder to process. The only way to know your personal tolerance is to become a detective of your own body. Keep a food journal. Note what you ate, how much, and any symptoms that appear in the next day or two. Listen to the data your body gives you. Now, after all those warnings, you might be asking if avocados are even worth it. The answer is a resounding yes, if you do it right. When handled with knowledge, avocados are still one of the most powerful nutritional tools we have. Their heart health benefits are undeniable. The monounsaturated fats are proven to help lower bad LDL cholesterol. One major review linked avocado consumption to a significant drop in cardiovascular disease risk. The massive potassium content is a huge win for blood pressure control, helping to balance out the sodium in our diets. The antioxidant profile is unique, containing lutein and zeaxanthin, which are superstars for protecting eye health against age-related decline. And one of the most incredible benefits is nutrient enhancement. The healthy fat in an avocado acts like a key, unlocking the fat-soluble vitamins in the other foods you're eating with it. Adding avocado to a salad can boost your absorption of its carotenoids by 3 to 5 times. For the sweet spot of maximum benefits and minimum risk, the science points to a moderate intake, about 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado, 3 to 4 times per week. So let's build your practical, safe avocado plan. The goal is a smart strategy based on you. First, do a quick self-assessment. Are you on medications? Do you have known allergies or a sensitive gut? If yes, a conversation with your doctor is your mandatory first step. When you start, go slow. Begin with a small amount, like 1/4 of an avocado. Every other day for a couple of weeks, track your response in a simple food and symptom diary. Note how you feel for the 24-48 hours after. Second, lock in your safety habits. Always wash the outside. Use clean boards and knives. Refrigerate leftovers immediately. No exceptions. Third, master portion control. For a week, actually measure out 50 grams to see what a real serving looks like. Finally, create a rotation. Don't eat them every single day. Giving your body breaks reduces the risk of developing a sensitivity and allows it to process everything efficiently. We've just walked through the 6 blind spots that can make a superfood backfire. 1. Ignoring that natural doesn't mean harmless due to the toxin person. 2. Falling for the healthy fat overdose and gaining weight. 3. The dangerous case of mistaken identity with latex fruit syndrome. 4. Creating a contamination zone in your own kitchen. 5. The serious risk of a pharmaceutical collision with your medications. And 6. The fallacy that one size fits all, ignoring your own body's unique tolerance. But please remember, the avocado itself is not the enemy. When you eat it with awareness, in the right portions, prepared safely, and with respect for your own body, it remains a true gift from nature. The power isn't in the avocado, it's in your knowledge. Now I want to hear your story in the comments. Have you unknowingly made one of these mistakes, or does this finally explain a strange symptom you've had? If this guide gave you the clarity you needed to enjoy avocados safely, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world, science-backed nutrition. Share this video with every avocado lover you know. You might be preventing a mistake that could seriously impact their health. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll tackle another popular health food with its own set of hidden dangers and amazing potential.